Okay, ready for a real one?
Alrighty.
Alright.
Estoy enamorada con Judas. Estoy enamorada con Judas. When he comes to me, I am ready. I'll wash his feet with my hair if he needs. Forgive him when his tongue lies through his brain. Even after 3 times he betrays me. I'll bring him down, down. King with no crown, king with no crown. I'm just a holy fool. Oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool. Oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I couldn't love a man so purely. Even prophets forgave his crooked way. I learned love is like a brick you can build a house or sink a dead body. I'll bring him down, down. King with no crown, a king with no crown. I'm just a holy fool. Oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool. Oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. In the most biblical sense, I am beyond repentance. Fame, hooker, prostitute, wench vomits her mind. But in the cultural sense, I just speak in future tense. Judas, kiss me if offense. Don't wear your condom next time. I wanna love you, but something's pulling me away from you. Jesus is my virtue, and Judas is the demon I cling to. I cling to. Just a holy fool. Oh baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool. Baby, it's so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm in love with Judas. I'm in love with Judas, Judas. Estoy enamorada con Judas. Estoy enamorada con Judas.
Hi, and welcome to It Might Get Personal. I'm David McCreath. My guest today is Katya Lopez, and she performed
Judas
by
Lady Gaga.
Okay, so tell us about Judas.
All right. Well, from what I've heard, she wrote it, even though it has a very religious, obviously a lot of religious things going on with Judas and Jesus and Mary Magdalene and all the imagery. She actually apparently wrote it about dating bad boys. And I think many people can relate to that. I know I've had a few of those boyfriends, and luckily have grown out of that phase. But I think the message really rings true to anyone that's really just dated somebody who's kind of a badass and may not necessarily be good for you, but you just, for some reason, you can't stay away from them. So I think it's something that you have to experience. and hopefully you grow from that and you learn from that. And I like to think that I have done that, and I think it's just part of life and becoming an adult.
Growing up.
Yeah, growing up.
You got to go through your Judas phase.
You got to go through your Judas phase. Yeah, exactly.
So do you like other stuff by Lady Gaga? Is she particular or just this song?
I like what she sort of symbolizes in terms of, she pushes the envelope, and she's got, a really cool message behind her music, and I love artists that do that. And just visually, she's always changing it up, and I like to incorporate a lot of imagery with music that I do, and I like sort of the theatrics and the dramatics behind certain artists. So that's sort of what drew me to her. But I love lots of, as you can see, I'm wearing my Judas Priest shirt.
Yeah.
I actually went to a concert with my dad,
Nice.
and we saw Judas Priest together. And he's kind of a metalhead, and but you wouldn't know by looking at him. But we go to a lot of Black Sabbath, Judas Priest. We saw Iron Maiden. I went with my brother and my dad. It's sort of a little bonding experience. So I definitely love my rock music and metal. But I also in high school I got really into jazz, and I got really into punk music. It's kind of a weird combination. And then I also love classical music, and went through a really nerdy period where I was just obsessed with Jaco Pastorius and Charles Mingus. And then when I'm feeling really dramatic, I'll put my Rachmaninoff music on and just get all sorts of theatrical.
So do you play piano?
I started off playing piano when I was maybe 5 or 6. I begged my parents for lessons. I was taking ballet class, and there was a guy playing piano for us. We were really lucky we didn't have a CD. We had an actual pianist. And I did the piano. I did the ballet lesson, but I was so drawn to the guy that was playing piano. And I had a little tiny toy piano at home that I sort of tinkered on, but I really wanted to play. So I begged my parents for lessons, and they said, okay, fine. I got my first piano from Goodwill for $200, which we still have.
Nice.
And yeah, that's how I started. And then in high school, I got into bass, and I got into writing songs and making up silly songs, which is why I love doing these kind of weird covers. Yeah, just have kept with the musical exploration.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like the bossa nova thing.
I love doing that. Yeah,
that was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for coming in, and thank you for sharing your song. This has been Katya Lopez. I'm David McCreath. This has been It Might Get Personal, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.